Hello, welcome. Happy new moon in Taurus. This is currently my moon. I was born a day after a new moon in Taurus, I believe. I don't know. It depends on like what you're looking at. Sometimes I'm like the day after, a day before. I mean, a day after or the day after a new moon. But either way, I'm in that phase. So that's cool. My mother was too, and I don't know about my grandmother, my mother's mother. But yeah, cool stuff, huh? Anyway, I'm here. I did a reading. I just got home from work. It is 12 o'clock at night on the dot. 12, baby. I'm wired because I had coffee at like 4 o'clock. I'm like, I know I shouldn't drink this, but I was like, let's live on the wild side. And I started chugging a half a cup of chocolate milk with espresso in it. And here I am. Here I am, guys. Up and ready to read. I was going to play some video games to like wind myself down, but I was like, oh, let's read instead. I did do a reading this morning before I went to work for myself, and boy oh boy did it reveal some things to me. It was by far the best reading I did for myself. I have a habit of doing that, and I think it's a habit that you should think about doing yourself. The best way to speak to your higher self is reading tarot for yourself and recording yourself so you can watch it later, not like that same day, but like go back and watch it yourself and read the cards as if you were reading for someone else, not even yourself, and be brutally honest, because who else is going to read this? Just you. So just get real, put it all out there, and man, watch all the clarity you'll get from just yourself, because we are our highest self. I mean, where did this come from? I don't know, I'll figure it out later. And we are the best source for information, to be honest. We have it all. Like, you know what they say, you have the answers within you, and that is the best, one of the ways to be able to get those answers out. Writing is another good way, like free writing, where you're just kind of like writing without any aim or purpose, and just writing just to write, not trying to make sense or anything, and then you go back and you kind of see something kind of forming through the randomness. My head is killing me. My ponytail is super tight, so I'm gonna put my hair down. I don't want it down because my AC again is out of whack again, and I'm just over it. The fan is going, but it's still fucking hot as a motherfucker in this bitch. So give me a second. I'm gonna put my hair up because it's hot. Okay. I just didn't want it in this tight ass fucking ponytail that I had. I have my little fluffy little loose fitted silk scrunchie. And that's what I'm doing. Okay. My ear's ringing. I'm anxious. Go figure. I think it's the coffee finally kicking in. Because I'm sitting down. I'm not moving around like I was at work. And yeah. So I have here this deck. It's so weird how the red looks on my screen. But the Sacred Symbols Oracle deck. I want to start off with this Oracle deck. What is the energy that the new moon in Taurus holding for us? Poor Joji. He has to be in this environment. That's why I have the fan on high, because I'm like, you know, I can only imagine how hot it gets in here, because it was hot today. It's just gonna get hotter. Yo, South Florida, that's where I'm living, is gonna be a hot one this summer. Alright, anyway, so we're tapping into the energies for the new moon. It's currently happening right now. I don't know when it started or when it's ending, but all I know is that it started today and it will finish when it finishes. Even though it moves out of a new moon, the energies are still pretty hot and piping for a couple of days or even the week. So nothing really major that's falling on this day besides, you know, it's the first new moon in May. We're like 2 weeks away from Gemini season starting, and a couple more days till the full moon in Sagittarius. Nothing really major on my end because I'm not that aware of what's going on astrologically besides that right now. So right now we're thinking and talking about the new moon in Taurus. So, oh yeah, before I do that, I need to get one of those lighter extender thingies. My candle on. What am I burning? Let's burn this. Hey now. I want to drink tea. I literally just got home and sat down. Oh boy. I think I'm gonna let him out for a little bit, let him get some fresh air. Outside ain't any better, but you know, I can only imagine how he feels right now. I'm talking about my cat. The fan is like messing with the flame, so it didn't burn too much, but it burned enough to create some smoke. Bam, 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 bam. Yes, 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 yes. Real quick, real quick, real quick. I'm gonna go turn on some. No, I'm gonna go drink some tea. I'm gonna go make my tea real quick, so go do that if you want to, or get something to drink. Whatever. Let's get hydrated. That's what I'm pretty much trying to say. And I'm in this hot box of an apartment right now, so I definitely need some liquids. Maybe I don't need hot tea, but I do need tea in general. I'll be right back. I think according to everything, coffee takes about 10 hours to get out of your system, and I drank it around 4, maybe 5, so 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Wait. 12. So about 3 a.m. I'm gonna be alright. I'm gonna drink chamomile. See what happens. Hopefully I don't start wigging out with the high and the low. Oh my god, it's hot. Alright. And this light is not helping. Alright. New moon in Taurus. Oh, I used the Celtic Tarot this morning and pulled the death card. I still have the deck just laying here because that reading was insanely, amazingly good. So, I still have it here, but I think it still plays pretty well. The message for my Moonology calendar, though, it was interesting, but luckily nothing like this happened. It says, keep your feet on the ground today, under the earthy Taurus moon. Some people may say hurtful things, but if you steady your emotions, all should be well. Breathe through any upsets. No upsets today, actually quite the opposite. It was a beautiful day and a beautiful night. Oh, man. Sometimes I hate my period. I get all fucking crazy and emotional. Ugh. And then when I'm off it, I'm like, I'm back to being good, but not when I'm on my period. I start questioning life and go down this like downward spiral and shit for nothing, literally for nothing. Because I come out of it and I'm just like, everything's beautiful. All these damn chemical. Did y'all see that? Interesting. Ooh, home. Home. Number 10. We got the home card. And you know, Taurus is very home. They care about their home a lot. They're very like, everything's gotta be comfortable. The texture's gotta be on point. The lighting, the color schemes, I mean, down to the little finest details. It just has to be like good. I love Taurus in that sense. Like if I had to hire an interior designer, it better be a Taurus. Joji, quit that. He's like doing that whole thing and pulling up my carpet, literally. So that's cool. Let's read about this card. New moon in Taurus. We got home. So fitting. So right. Oh boy. It's like my body's tired, but I'm not ready to go to sleep. You are being guided to come back home to who you truly are. Drawing this card can signal a change in your physical home or a sense of where you belong. Pulling this card also symbolizes that wherever or whatever your current situation, you can trust that this moment is in alignment with your higher self. You have not lost your way. You are in fact right on time and on track. Meditate on this symbol to access your higher power when having to make important decisions. You can always orient yourself north to the morning star and be assured that you will make the decision that is in alignment with your highest good. Symbol. This is the morning star. The morning star is the brightest star on the dawn's horizon. It is considered an important spirit and honored as a Kashina by most Pueblo Indians. The Plain and Great Basin indigenous people honored it as a sign of courage and purity of spirit. The ghost dance religion revealed it as a symbol of the coming renewal of tradition. That was a lot. But as I was reading the morning star, and it's the first star you see on the horizon, it reminded me of this card I pulled earlier today. See what's going on there? The sun coming up back there. The death talks about, man, I get connected so much with this death card, that the death brings about, it's the beginning and an ending of some sort. So it's like, it's this cycle that's always going to come. And then we have home, the morning star symbol. It's like, yeah, a new horizon, a new beginning is starting, literally. I mean, new moons are the time to like plant the seeds for your new manifestations, for the cycle. And then the full moon comes along to like weed out all the shit that you've planted around what you've planted, and then so on and so forth. And it's a repetitive cycle until you get what you ask for, or that. Excuse me. I just remembered to put my iced tea on ice. Never mind. I was gonna do it, but then I decided not to. Thank you, Joji. Thank you. Yes, he uses a little cardboard thing to scratch, not the goddamn carpet. So, yeah, I'm not gonna pull this morning's reading into this, but there is a sense of transformation happening. And in this case, in this particular reading, it's something revolving the home. That's cool. Let's see, any other symbols want to pop out for this new moon in Taurus? That one fucking did a front flip, sideways, whatever, out of here. Ooh, shadow. That one fell out just now. Shadow. I like this shadow guy. Something about him. It's like, yeah, this is our inner being. I heard somewhere that shadows aren't always a bad thing, like bad parts of us. There's sometimes parts of us that we keep hidden, like our gifts, or where we, like great parts of us that are hidden in the dark because of, somebody telling us that part of us was shameful or it wasn't good or whatever, made us feel that we should hide this part of us. But in reality, it's our greatest strength. So it sits in the dark because of what people fucking say. We're human, man. We're fucking human. But anyway, we got shadow. Shadow and the home. The home's starting to feel like a body because your body is your temple, right? That's what they always say. Don't tattoo yourself. Your body is a temple. Treat it as such. Well, in my particular temple, I have pictures and posters all over the walls, and my skin is the wall. Don't know why I'm saying that, but shadow. I feel like I need one more. I need three. There it is. Focus. That's another thing with this that I've been seeing a lot of. Focus. So, and the arrow signifies movement for me for some reason. So we have these three symbols: home, shadow, and focus. Home, shadow, and focus. I didn't read the book from the book, these other ones, so I'm going to. Let's do shadow. No, let's do focus. I got it third. 24. Oh, Jojo, I gotta clean your thingy. Alright, focus. If you have been feeling scattered, now is the time to home in on your desires. Home in to your desires. Morning star. It has like a sense of like focus too. Like it looks like these little points are like pointing to the middle, and inside the box it's like you're focusing. It's bringing your focus to the center. That's what I'm getting at. Okay. Time to be direct and very clear with your intentions. Watch your thoughts, because you are drawing in your life what you are focusing on. Meditate on this card when you want clarity and directness in thought and speech. Symbol, bow and arrow. The bow and arrow have long been used as a weapon for hunting and protection. Now they are used more for sport. It is with great focus, discipline, and sight that one becomes a skilled archer. Yeah, discipline, focus. Home. Okay. I feel like this is a great time for some shadow work, because I think all the Hey, I just said don't do that. You're right next to the board. You were right next to it. I gotta stiffen my neck too, so I'm like, stiffen it. Looking at me, I'm looking at you. Don't own a cat if you have carpet. I kind of moved into this place with my cat already, and then I'm like, oh, carpet. Yay. It's gonna be great. I can only imagine what it smells like up in here. I try my very hardest to keep it, like... Anyway. Shadow. Let's read it. What is hidden in the dark? What is hidden in the dark? What is it that you are afraid of or don't want to see? This card comes to tell you that all cannot be in the light because there must be a balance. Exploring the beast requires you to confront those unhealed parts of yourself. those aspects you deemed unworthy and unlovable. The time is now to bring light into those usual concealed spaces so they may be healed appropriately and or banished forever. The shadow or the hidden beast is not evil, just misunderstood. However, do tread carefully as you dive into sensitive territory. Humor, although not a solution, can help ease the growing pains of learning how to best work with and integrate your shadow aspect with compassion. Symbol: the beast. The beast is the hidden mythological monster under our beds or in our closets. It is the repressed parts of ourselves that we believed unloved, unworthy, or fear-inspiring. Ironically, it is also the place where some of our most hidden and valuable strengths are to be discovered. See, she was right. I was listening to 13 Moons Tarot, and she was mentioning that, so that's cool. And I was listening to that earlier today. I listened to a lot of her today, and for some reason, a lot of her videos kind of like matched up, and they were like months, almost a year apart. It was so crazy. I think with this focus bow and arrow card and this home, there's a sense of like these two cards are integrated into one. This is a focus point and this is the bow and arrow. It's like you're gonna hit a bullseye to this kind of work. And it has to do with the home. And like I said, the home, I feel, is also your body, you know, your vessel. I'm not going to use those. No, yeah, I am, because it held the energy from this morning. So I'm going to shuffle it real quick. I'm going to use the tarot cards to get a better understanding of what, like, I know it's shadow work. This is clearly shadow work. But I think with this new moon in Taurus, it's a good, I think since the energy is so, that's why I said humor, even though it doesn't solve everything, will help be able to thread through these areas. And not saying that Taurus is humorous, but Taurus is very fun and very like laid back and down to earth and all this shit. Grounded. So I think it's a good time to be able to dabble in these realms right now. The realms of the shadow self. Shit, why not? If you had a window of opportunity to tackle some muck, would you? 1. And 2, would you? Anything that pops out of this little flippy cardy thingy, as I'm shuffling, I'm not gonna look at it. I'm just gonna stick it right back because I just want to stay focused. Damn it. But look. The moon. I said I wasn't, but I couldn't help it. I can't help it sometimes. It's like, oh, the message is there, so just look at it. The moon. Things that are in the dark. The illusion. It's funny because in this deck, I'm using the Celtic Tarot. There's this like claw-like thing here. You see his hands? They're all pointy and sharp nails, just like our little monster dude here. It's like I feel like he's peeking out of the water. Yeah. With the moon. That's cool. I don't really know what else to say about it besides that correlation. What do I say about that? Oh, man. He's peeping out. He's coming out. What about it? Let's see. I'm going to read from the book, The Celtic Tarot. Here this. All right, I'm gonna read the card, and then I'm gonna read about the card itself, because I mean, I'm kind of interested in seeing if it talks about any of these things, images in this card. And then I'm gonna read the meaning, the divinatory meaning. Okay, it is by my power and what I evoke that you sense eternity. I do not shine by my own power. Instead, I reflect the light of another, that which is yet to come, the sun in all its splendor. I am a portal, the key to human imagination, for all that is real in your world began within my realms. What is imagined, it is less real than all that is tangible. Wait. What is imagined, it is less real than all the tangible things in your world. You fear my power to create, to transform, to destroy. You fear the demons that hide in the darkness, impregnated by seeds of your imagination. I am queen of the night. I govern and shine. I can lead the way to your innermost desires and most crippling fears. I compel you to act beside yourself. Howl at me, sing to me, and dance naked in my silvery rays. For I am the power of your dreams and the incapacitation of your nightmares. See the path before me, between the pillars of transformation. Venture forth and know me. That's the moon talking, by the way. All right. The divinatory meaning. The two trees that form the portal beneath the moon can be seen in another card of the major arcana. Oh shit. Death. All day, dude. All fucking day. Okay. I have to. Should I go through? No, I'm gonna show you the card. It said the two trees are a portal. Oh god. Okay, I'm getting there. I'm just kind of excited. My brain's doing that fast forward thinking, and I'm like, wait, I can't catch up with my mouth. The two trees that form the portal beneath the moon can be seen in another card of the major arcana. Death. I was just talking about death earlier because I still felt it was part. I didn't want to bring earlier this morning's reading because it has nothing to do. I mean, I think it has nothing to do with this reading right now, but I still felt this sense of transformation wanting to happen, and I showed you the death card. Let me show you again. Because now, and I even went straight to that fucking area of the card. I just didn't notice the trees. I mean, I did see the trees, but I didn't notice it for what this is talking about. I didn't even know they were correlated. I was just showing you the dawn, the sun rising there. And the moon was just talking, she was just talking how she doesn't shine. She's just a, what is it? She does not shine. Blah, 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 the sun. Where is it? Hold on. Yeah. It goes, I do not shine by my own power. Instead, I reflect the light of another, that which is yet to come, the sun in all its splendor. And in the death card, it's the sun coming up between those trees, and here the moon, it's the moon. I'm just thinking and putting together in my mind, and I'm saying it out loud. And this little shadow figure, I don't know, I'm gonna say it's the shadow coming out of the water to go up this path. Okay, let's keep reading because I just stopped at the very first sentence. The two trees that form the portal beneath the moon can be seen in another card of the major arcana. Oh yeah, I was gonna show you that. The death card. Fuck yeah. Here it is. Well, this is bigger, so it's better, it's nicer. The trees. One's full of leaves, the other one's naked. One's full of trees and the other one's naked. Can you even can see my camera angle. Yeah, anyway, that's that. See them above the ocean. See them above the ocean. What? Oh, was it above an ocean? Let me see. Was it above the ocean? Yes. It's on a cliff above the ocean in the death card, those two trees. For this is where the path from the moon leads. Okay, so in this angle, oh my god. In this angle, some of you guys are literally on your way to transform. It's like you're here to hunt the beast with this bow and arrow. You're out, you have the morning star too. I don't know, I have to read that one again. I can't, but it's just the fact. It's like, this reminds me of a video game when you're like, or like a shooting game or just any kind of game where you're aiming at something. And then sometimes it'll pulse, like when you're focusing, it'll start to pulse. I'm not saying that it looks like this, but that's what I'm seeing. Like I'm seeing this kind of like going like this, like when you're focusing with the gun or whatever you're using to focus with, to aiming at something. And this is like the arrow, getting ready to aim and to shoot. Wrong way. Getting ready to aim and to shoot. And right now, this is like X marks the spot almost. And this is what it's marking, this beast. It's like you are you're on the way, you're on your path to transforming something. Or, you know, going on this shadow work journey. Dark night of the soul? I don't think so. It's more like you're deliberately tackling areas of your subconscious to gain, like, to grow. Like you're on a mission. And you're coming out, like, this is like in a metaphysical way, you're coming out of the water. The water is emotions. It's ruled by emotions. And you're making your first steps towards this moon to illuminate the illusion. It's like to be aware of what the illusion really is. And then, because this path, it says, this path leads to what? Between these trees is a portal, but it leads to that cliff that oversees the water where the death is happening. The transformation is happening. Okay, let's keep reading. Now we know that fear and insecurities that the moon can produce lead to a place of great change and transformation, which is death. Things are never as they seem when the moon appears in a reading. Yes, illusions. And the court may be quite bewildered by the situation. Change is coming. It must be embraced, lest the path be uneven and cause you to stumble. Lest the path be uneven and cause you to stumble. Sleep may be disturbed, and dreams and nightmares may exacerbate a fraught situation, or indeed bring clarity of mind. Okay, wait. So change is coming, and it must be embraced, lest the path be uneven and cause you to stumble. Sleep may be disturbed, and dreams and nightmares may exacerbate a fraught situation, or indeed bring clarity of mind. Do not doubt the power of your imagination. People may condemn you for being overly reliant upon it or fanciful. Do not succumb to other people's expectations. Your imagination can move mountains. Like I said earlier, I was listening to 13 Moon Tarot, and she said that the shadow self is not always like guilt, shame, and all these negative things. Sometimes it harbors your greatest parts of you, but you can't see them because of what others people's expectations. She didn't say that part, but I'm like adding on to what she said. But you can't see them, or you're ashamed of them because of other people's words and expectations being put on you, whether it was as a child or growing up in your teens. Teens are such a tricky time, man. I think that's why there was like that 23 club. It's just such a delicate time, and I think it gets taken for granted. It's like this, yes, your child, healing your inner child is great, but the next is healing your inner teen, because that's a whole nother ball game, my friend. They don't talk enough about that. It's always about the children, yes, because the children come first, but when the children grow up, it's like if the damage was done in the childhood, it's growing even stronger in the teen years, because anyway, back to what I was trying to say, or what I was saying, because I felt like I was going off track. There's something in you, and I think you know exactly what area of your shadow is gold. Low battery, okay. Let's plug you in, my computer. ¿Dónde estás? Did I not plug my thing in? Hold on, sorry, I'm trying to find my computer plug. Because my computer's about to die. Let me just pause you while I do this, yeah? I think that did it. It's charging, okay. I think you know exactly. That's why I feel like you're on the hunt. You're going and you're doing the work now. Like, you know exactly where to go and where to shoot that arrow. Let me read what home is again. This card, the Morning Star card. You are being guided to come back home to who you truly are. See? Who you truly are is what's been hidden because of shame, guilt, or whatever. Somebody else projecting onto you. Somebody else telling you that, no, that's not good, that's not right. Because of whatever fucking shit they had going on, projecting onto you. Who are you? It might be scary to realize, you know, because you have to go against all these, like, you have to go against all this programming. I was going to say brainwashing, but I was like, no, it's not brainwashing, but all this programming that was done at whatever age that it was done. You have to like rewire out of that, because, and I think you're doing it. It's like you're aware, but it's scary because you're now going to be stripping your actual identity that you have developed from all of this misguiding. And you have to like step back and look at yourself and see, not figure out. You already know it's already there. She's already there. He's already there. This person, the real you. It's just, like it said in this card, it's misunderstood. Drawing this card I'm reading the Morning Star card. Home card. Drawing this card can signal a change in your physical home or a sense of where you belong. Pulling this card also symbolizes that wherever or whatever your current situation, you can trust that this moment is in alignment with your higher self. Yeah. Your higher self is guiding you. The universe is guiding you to do this work. I don't know. It's like pulling you out of this water. It's like, that's exactly what it feels like. You're being called or pulled out Like, your higher self knows that it is time for you to get the fuck out of this muck. This muck that you have been in that has kept you like suppressed, which in turn made you depressed. I think in some weird minuscule way you are. And you have just been kind of going through and pushing through and trying to and surviving whatever. But Taurus is all about thriving. All the earth signs are about thriving. And that's what they aim for. It's just Taurus kind of does it in a very whimsical, playful way. That's crazy, because after the death card, no, after the moon card is the sun. Okay, we're not going to go there. But it says, meditate on this symbol to access your higher power when having to make important decisions. You can always orient yourself north to the morning star and be assured that you will make the decision that is in alignment with your highest good. The morning star is the brightest star on the dawn's horizon. And that is where we're going. This path leads to the dawn, the horizon, the morning star, which I think is the sun, no? Is the morning star the sun? There's like connections that I can't seem to connect, but they're connecting in my head. Let's keep going. So the moon feels like, let's see what else wants to come out that I can match to this reading. Boom, we got a Turner. 2, 3. We got Justice. They were all clumped up together. The 10 of Cups. That's nice. And the Ace of Wands in reverse. Okay, let's put this away. Alright, so this feels like this guy wanting to come out. So I'm gonna put them like that. This morning star. I'm placing the cards in a way that makes sense to my brain. Like visually, like, okay, I get it now. Justice, 10 of Cauldrons, Ace of Wands in reverse. Why do we have you in reverse, huh, Ace of Wands? Why? Let me see. Let me read. Let me read the Ace of Wands in reverse. Ooh, this reading this morning was insane. At the Ace of Wands, was it here? No. Here it is. Reversed Ace of Wands implies a lack of direction and an inability to see the power of creation and implement it. If all the joy has been stripped from creating something that you once may have had a passion for, then what is the point? Reverse, it implies a lack of direction and the inability to see the power of creation and implement it. If all the joy has been stripped from creating something that you once may have had a passion for, then what is the point? Wait. If all the joy has been stripped, then what is the point? All the joy has been stripped. What is the point? And then we have the 10 of Cauldrons? What? In my mind is like, the joy has been stripped from that? I mean, I guess the only way that the joy can be stripped from that is if, you know, it falls through, or it becomes a burden, or it becomes fearful. Yeah. Like the 10 of Cauldrons. Everybody wants the 10 of Cauldrons, 10 of Cups. It's like, look at this. Happy family, marriage, even though these kids look kind of like The Shining. It's kind of creepy. But This is the Celtic times. The times of the Celtic times were a little scary. People were dying left and right. Shit was dark. It was probably not unusual to never smile. But there's a rainbow, family, peace. There's a sense of peace there, you know. They got a home, the water, the land, the rainbow, the crown, the family. Justice speaks of, you know, serious matters. Fairness. What does that have to do with the shadow, home, and focus, the moon? The Ace of Wands after the Ten of Cups is really throwing me off. I think it's more like consequences. This feels more consequential. The work that you're doing, what's being revealed, and who you're becoming is going to have consequences. I don't know what kind. Heavy ones, because justice is here. The Ten of Cups. Let me read that one. I know what it is, but I want to know what the Celtic Tarot has to say about it. Okay. Alright, the Ten of Cups. Numerologically, the 10 reduces to 1 and thus the Ace. And we see the joyous qualities of the Ace of Cauldron materialized and rooted in reality. All of that love, compassion, and creative flow has led to this point of blissful happiness and sheer contentment. There is literally nothing negative hidden within this card, at least not in its upright interpretation. The couple will be parents to the twins that walk the seashore, or the twins may represent the resulting bounty of a successful and happy partnership. Not all marriages, love affairs, and partnerships result in physical children, but they can often lead to the creation of boundless joy. The divinatory meanings. Invariably, this card does suggest a sense of bliss that comes from a domestic situation celebrating when the coupling or coming together of two people has happened. This is a result, the settling down of two people who are bounded together either by love or a commonly shared goal. If this card appears in a reading focused on a relationship, the signs are tremendously good for a joyous, long, and happy union. Question regarding home, housing, and the emotional security of this brings are also looking good. Things are stabilizing. You are supported and are supporting. There is abundance and happiness amplitude. Enjoy this time. Okay, because we do have home here. The home still feels like the body to me. I don't know why. Especially paired up with this shadow. Feels like the body. That's why I was saying, like, this new moon in Taurus, the fact that it's in Taurus, the fact that we just went through the who am I crisis of April to now, it's like we're still doing the work. I think we did a lot of progress because, like, your shadow stuff is coming out of the water, the emotional waters, into the moonlight. Okay? It's not coming into the sunlight, but it's coming into the moonlight, and things are not always as clear as they are in the moonlight, but hey, it's out of the water. That's a good start, because when it's in the water, water is emotions, and the depths of it's like living in the emotional state, and whatever put your little monster in this water is what's holding it in the water by being in the water. So, but he's coming out into the moonlight. That's fine. Let it come out, because right now the moon's in Taurus. Right now, let it come out because you're ready to strike, to make progress, to pierce it. Because it did say something about, let me read that part of the shadow. yeah, the time is now to bring light into those unusual concealed spaces so they may be healed appropriately and or banished forever. And it said light. It didn't say what kind of light. It just said light. And right now we're dealing with moonlight. It's probably easier to me. I think it'll be easier to see it for what it is, because it's gonna be like it's gonna be a weird like facade, or it might be hard because you don't see the seriousness of this shadow. No, I don't know yet. I can't tell. But with this 10 of Cups, I don't like this Ace of Wands. I do like this Justice with the 10 of Cups, because I feel you're gonna be very... This Justice feels like the Focus card. Cutting out things with that sort of truth. It's like you're bringing in the truth to yourself. There's no more hiding, and you're okay with that because you're purposely initiating this transformation within you because you want to grow. You want to become a better person. What the fuck is on my foot right now? It's my foot. I need a massage. I need a massage on just my feet. Anyway, this Justice card feels very much so this bow and arrow. There will be justice. You're coming in to create justice within your home. And your home is your body right now. Your home is your inner saint, your soul. Everything that resides your subconscious. And it looks good, you know, with this 10 of Cups, it just looks good, okay? This is a great time to work it in, to work it out. Let me read this one more time, the Ace of Cups in reverse. Ace of Cups, because I saw the cauldron, I thought it was a cup. Ace of Wands right here. Let me read what it's about first. And then I'm going to read the reversed meaning. The cauldron stand as a symbol of the potential of the underworld, Onwinfen, that's like a Celtic name, combined with the element of fire. Let me say it again. The cauldron stands, this is it. I'm going to hold it upright for now, but we got this in reverse, okay? Just want to let you know. I'm burping. Okay, the cauldron stands as a symbol of the potential of the underworld combined with the element of fire. This can be seen as the underlying creative force of the universe, the bubbling power of creation, and the very heart of the Owen. In this card, we see little other than a mystical hand emerging from the primordial steam of the great cauldron of creation. The river that flows to the horizon hints as a potential for something long-lasting, for an idea, seed, or plan that has not just seen its manifestation come to light, but has the stamina to make it into the future and last. That's cool. Reverse meaning. Reversed, it implies a lack of direction and an inability to see the power of creation and implement it. If all the joy has been stripped from creating something that you once may have had a passion for, then what is the point? Oh, but once you had passion for it, that part stuck with me. What's the point if there's no passion in it anymore? It's like fighting for something and then you lose your momentum or the joy of it, like in a project. You lose momentum or the joy gets stripped and now it's like you don't even want to do it anymore. What's the point? The point is that there's going to be a change, damn it. There's going to be a sense of growth. It's almost like that feeling I get sometimes, I don't know if anyone else gets it, where I know this work is never ending. So why keep fucking working on myself? Why don't I just become one of these people, you know, just fucking live that humdrum life and call it a day. Call it a life, you know? Instead of just like finding myself having to like process shit and go through this phase and reassess and transform and expand my awareness and just like continue doing these things. Like, what's the point if at the end of the day it's never over? Because you don't just do this work and then you reach a point and you're just like, I'm healed, I'm great, you know? It's always another wave of some shit, another wave of growth that comes with another wave of shit. So what's the point? That's what I think it's talking about. Because I do get in these funks every now and then and I have to remind myself that no, you're becoming I tell myself, like, my highest self is a fucking shaman. And I see it sometimes very faintly. Like just this healer in some form, way, and form. But it's so much work to get there, so what's the point? The point is that you'll be good with yourself, I guess. You'll be good with yourself. You'll be proud of yourself. You don't want other people to be proud of you. This is a journey, your own journey. This is your own development, your own manifestations, your own molding, your own unmolding from previous expectations and programming. That takes a lot of balls because so much has been programmed, so much has happened up until this point to you while you were unconscious of everything, when you were just living unaware. And now we're at this point right now with this new moon in Taurus, this simple little new moon in Taurus, but it's the placement of this new moon in Taurus, I think, that has so much potential for change, like crazy amount of change. This feels like more like a caution. Like, hey, let me put your attention here because we need to keep this up. Because this river needs to flow to your next lives. And your family. You know, if you have a family, whatever. You know, this needs to go through. It's just like ending ancestral trauma or baggage. Because that shit likes to linger around through spirits and shit. Not all your ancestors are good. A lot of them, there were some lives out there that they weren't good ancestors. They weren't good people. And then that spirit lingers on into generations. You have to break the cycle. This is breaking the cycle. This is not just for you, but for your lineage. For your fucking, your lineage. This is major work, major shifting. You just have to be committed. And I think you are with this justice and focus card. Like, look at these guys. Let's put them this way. He's holding the arrow. He's holding the knife. It's like, instead of that arrow, it's this fucking sword of truth that he's about to fire. And it's all about the home. It's all about the shadow. It's like going, it's literally the diamond in the rough. Because a diamond is formed under pressure. And I think you've been through pressure. You already have, this diamond has been created over time. And it's just sitting in the muck, in the rough. Guarded by this beast. But the beast, it's reminding me of the strength card with the lion and the empress. I think it's the empress that's holding the lion. And she's doing it in a way that's like, she's not afraid of this unhinged beast, this wild energy, this feral energy, I should say. I don't think you're afraid. I don't think you're afraid. You have justice, you have the bow and arrow, and you're moving forward. Like, you're literally moving forward, and you're howling at the moon. The time is ripe for this kind of work. This is like a reminder. This card is a reminder. That's what it is. We're moving forward. I don't know why I wanted to look at this, and I just had to, huh? 5 of Wands. This feels like you. Not necessarily you and other people. This feels like you inside. And I don't know why. They're all wearing the same thing. It's like a bunch of yous fighting with each other. Fighting amongst themselves, you know? Like, everybody's... Yeah, they all look the same. They're all the same. Oh, we got that little guy again. Oh. This little guy keeps popping up in different parts of the reading. I don't even know what he is. A hedgehog? No. A hedgehog? No. I keep saying a hedgehog? No. A hedgehog? No. He's like a... What is that little pig? Wild pig. I don't know. But he's already popped up earlier in the reading twice. As a little baby and then as a full grown. Right now this is still little. So... It's innocent. It's childlike. This fighting. Yeah, this card was saying lack of focus, huh? It says implies a lack of direction and the inability to see the power of creation and implement it. This is exactly that. Unable to see the power and implement it. The power of creation and implementing it. So this reverse wand is what all of these people are using, and I think all of these people are different aspects of you. I was gonna say it's different shadows kind of going at each other, but I don't understand how that is. Maybe somebody understands, but I don't understand. I said it, but I don't understand what I said. But they're all using this reverse wand, so it's like it's backfiring on them. If I think about a reverse wand, literally a reverse, my wand, and it's in reverse. So anything I do, it's gonna like backfire on me, right? Anything I'm like, whatever, and it's just gonna fire back at me. This is my Harry Potter wand that I got last weekend. Yes, I wasn't gonna show it ever, but this is it. It's a chestnut wood with unicorn core for you Harry Potter freaks. It's not used by anybody famous. I didn't want one of those. But yeah. And this is the closest one to my wizardingworld.com wand. Apparently I didn't have mine, so I had got the next thing. But yeah, this is my wand. And damn it, we are using it, but the way we're wielding it right now, with that lack of direction, is just causing more turmoil within us. And I like how this one guy feels like he's coming into the fight with his wand pointed out. He has a star on his back. Let's read the 5 of Wands. Oh, I turned right to it, bro. I turned right to it. The 5 of Wands. Alright, I'm going to read the card and then I'm going to read the meaning. Do you sometimes feel that regardless of how loudly you attempt to make yourself heard, everybody seems to ignore you? Surely your ideas and goals are just as valid as everybody else's, but why are they not hearing you? The trouble is, there is chaos here, and whilst your ideas are probably just as good as the next person's, they also want to be heard. And so does the other woman there, and that man over yonder, and the result being that everybody is doing a lot of shouting and nothing seems to be getting anywhere. It's not that people are out to get you or that you are out to get them. It's significantly more complicated than that. Whenever you have a group of people trying to work for a common cause, it can often be confounded by individual aspirations and thoughts. The boar, that's what it is. It just said, the boar, a symbol of strength, stubbornness, and chaos to the ancient Celtics, is a reminder of the fickleness of humankind and our endeavors. So that's a boar, a baby boar. And then, oh God, it's connected to my reading in the morning. What? Why? Hold on. I'm plugged it in. What's the problem? What's the problem? What is the problem? 16 minutes left. Hold on. I'm gonna pause so I can figure it out. Sorry. Oh, my AC just kicked on. Ah! Okay, so I had the wrong cord and the wrong plug. Okay, cool. So my computer's charging now. Yay. And with all that, I lost my train of thought. But the Five of Wands, it's talking about different people. But to me, I feel it's you. It's like you want to make progress, right? But like there's so many like things you want to tackle within yourself to grow, you know? Like you're so it's like this feels anxious to me. This energy feels very anxious. Like I just want to get it done. There's this one guy like, yeah, I got the answer. But yeah, nobody's listening. No other part of you is listening. It's like you don't know where to go. So you need to find your focus. And I think you need to tackle everything one at a time. Right now, the shadow is coming out like almost in the nick of time, I feel. Yeah, the nick of time because of the timing of the new moon in Taurus and what that's awakening anyway. And the energy surrounding all of that coming from the Aries season. Like I just think it's all kind of like falling into place as to what's next, what needs to be tackled next. I think you just need to quiet your mind and see it for what it is and just kind of like go slow and steady. Wins the race. Underneath the deck? Huh. This might be a reason why we get the High Priestess in reverse. There is fear. Not saying the High Priestess in reverse speaks of fear. She's not very fearful. She's just kind of like, I'm going to read it for the book. But to me, the High Priestess is not listening to your intuition. And I feel like when you're not listening to your intuition, you're either distracted, fearful, anxious, all of this here. All of this here. So you need to get back to trusting in the work. And I think that comment the card made about like, then what's the point if all the joy is being sucked out of it? You could be dealing with some heavy things and it just doesn't feel fun. You should look at growth as fun. It is painful, it sucks, but when you're on the other end from that transformation, it is amazing and it's enlightening and it's lighter, literally enlightening and lighter. You just feel so different and sure and stronger and confident and brave and all these things, like all these things completely opposite from what was on the other end of it, you know? Like right now you're feeling anxious, fearful, like unsure, I don't know, confused, not trusting your abilities in the universe. But then if once you do and you focus and you move forward and you transform and you're on the other side, it's like you're everything but what I just said. You're everything opposite of what I just said. Because you're on the opposite end, literally. And that's great. That's great. So let his little monster ass come out. Now, oh wait, I was going to read the High Priestess in reverse because that's the overall energy, the bottom of the deck. And that is exactly what's wrong with this picture. The High Priestess is in reverse. That's crazy that the High Priestess is in reverse and you're still going through this, you know? You're still pushing through and doing what you gotta do, bringing the monster out to assess him under the moonlight, which I feel feels safer because everything in the dark feels, to me, somebody was like, oh, because I wait in a certain area to catch a lift home. Like I'll take a bus from my job to an area that I like. And then I take a lift from there home because it drops me off. The bus drops me off closer to my home, because the next bus I'd have to take home doesn't run at that time, and it's like 11:30, 12 o'clock, midnight when I get out of work. So it's pretty late where I'm at and where I wait. But I like it there for some reason. I just feel good. I feel safe. Even though the lady who picked me up, and it's funny, it's a lady that I don't get repeatedly, but I get often. But it's always far in between before I get her again. But one day she was like, so do you work there? And I was like, no, I don't work there. It's at I wait at a Walgreens Plaza, which is super lit, but I always wait in the shadows. But she was like, do you work there? I was like, no, I don't work there. I just like to catch a lift there. She's like, oh man, why don't you catch the bus at Ventura, which is this mall, which is close to, I just hate waiting at the mall because the bus terminal is like it's inside of a garage, and it's just like bright, and I don't know, it's just, I don't like the energy in there. So I don't like going there. I like to wait over here at the Walgreens Plaza when the whole plaza's closed, and wait in the shadows. I mean, that's me. Where was I going with this? I don't know, but I lost my train of thought. I'm just gonna finish it. So she was like, Christine, you should probably wait because it'll be safer than waiting in this empty lot. And in my mind, I'm like, she has a point, but at the same time, whoever's checking me out is in the shadows just as along with me, and I don't know what I'm capable of. Like, if I'm ever threatened, I don't know what I'm capable of. I'll probably surprise myself, but I don't like look for that chance. But I'm pretty aware of my surroundings, and to me, I'm pretty safe in my mind. And I'm not there long. I'm usually like, as soon as I get dropped off by the bus, I get on the lift. I wait like about 10-15 minutes, the max. Anyway, I don't know where I was going with that. I lost my train of thought. But yeah. Oh yeah, the moon. So the moonlight, to you, it might be easier to face your demons in the moonlight because it's not like full-fledged in your face. It's like, I can handle this. This is good. Kind of like me waiting for my lift in the dark, in the shadows. It feels safer in the shadows than in like under a fucking spotlight or like parking lot light or just light in general. When I know there's nothing else around me, I don't want to be seen. I want to be hidden. So in a way, it's like, I don't want to see my demons, but I do want to address them. So maybe in the moonlight, it'll cast this like mysterious like light on them. Because usually things under the moonlight just seem so much more magical to me. Like the moonlight just puts like this silver glistening. I was gonna say glycerin, but that's not glistening effect on like everything, especially a full moon. It's just like a weird light, and I love it. It's so magical to me. So yeah, bring out my demons. Let's face them in this kind of environment. It feels tangible. It feels like I'm able to do this. I think in the broad daylight, it'll be like almost scary, because that means everybody can see it. Right now, the moon, I can only see it because I know where they are. So maybe doing the work through these moon phases will help you in the long run. And I read that somewhere. It was like following, oh yeah, I read it in my freaking moonology thing. Here we go. It was yesterday for May 6th. Setting intentions at the new moon in 2 days' time will show you how powerful you are. Take baby steps towards whatever it is you want to manifest. Okay, that's not the one, but I like that I read that. Here we go. Saturday, the one I just read was Monday the 6th. Now, Saturday the 4th, it said the moon moves back into Aries today, the first sign of the zodiac. Commit here and now to working with the new and full moon in the coming year. It will change your life. Yes. And then Sunday, it said, as the moon moves through Aries towards the new moon, think about what you need to free yourself from to make space in your life for what you really want. And I think that's exactly what's happening. You're freeing yourself up from this dead weight. Because this isn't even weight. It's fucking ammo. It's ammunition to move forward in your life with confidence. It's the key, man. It's the golden egg. It's the shooting star. I don't know. It's something that's really gonna help you out here, man. And I just think you gotta work through all the kinks in the muck because of how it got put there in the first place. This water is a portal from the here and the there. And it's coming out into the here. This guy, this lovely, lovely you that is just upset that he can't be his true self. So, I think today, this new moon, plant the seeds. Plant the seeds as to what you want for your beautiful future. I couldn't think of the word. I was trying to think of something better to say, but whatever, that's what I got. Because right now, you can really, I feel like you can almost quantum jump it if you really hone in and focus. I think you can really like stride far. It might seem slow, but I think it will resolve and result quicker than you can see, you know? This year is the year number 8. It's abundance for the taking. It's just you gotta, oh my gosh. So look, this was underneath the deck, right? This was here, this was there, and then I said at the bottom of the deck I think this is the result of this is because of this. The 5 of Wands, you know, fighting with yourself is because of this. Not trusting in your abilities, even though your abilities are making stride in the progress of finding who you truly are. And look what's underneath this fucking High Priestess, the Death card. In reverse, mind you. In reverse. Which is stubborn energy. Stubborn energy to transform, and now I'm really feeling that sentence about like, what is the point? It's not fun anymore. It's not supposed to be goddamn fun, okay? It's supposed to be a revelation in yourself. Is that right? Do it for you, man. Don't do it for, like, to show people who you are. No, fuck the people. The people is what got your little monster this way. Got you, your innards this way. The people have done this. So fuck them. Do this work for yourself. See who you are. So you be able to fucking grow old looking at yourself in the mirror and being so goddamn content with who you are that nobody would ever say anything and it affect you or suppress you or anything that just doesn't let your true star shine. Do this work for yourself, not for to show the people who put you down that they were wrong, to prove people wrong, or or anything like that. Nothing that has to do with the exterior. Have it be because you want it, and I think you do want it. It's like there's signs of like willingness. There's signs of willingness, especially with this Justice card. Like you are ready, and you're ready to do it in a very like humble way. With the scales, it's like a very balanced, fair. You know, you don't want to like step on any toes. I don't know, not step on toes, but like it's very humble. It's giving me humble. That's all I can say. The Death card is here in reverse. Five of Wands, High Priestess in reverse, and Ace of Wands. Like all of this right here it's slowing down your progress for this transformation. This wants to happen. This freaking the two little trees here. You're over there right now, but you're over there like you're over here right now. You haven't crossed through the portal that leads to death, because I think all of this here, you need to get right. You need to get back to that confident you where you just trust the process. I think there's fear. I just think there's fear now. Now that, especially when we get the Death in reverse, we definitely got fear playing into this. Definitely. Okay, I want to wrap this up because I kind of want to like go to sleep or something. I think I want to take a walk. It's freaking, I don't know what time it is. It's 1:25. Oh yeah, it was 12 o'clock on the dot when I started. It's 1:25 and I just want to think and ponder of like this is like this is triggering me in a good way too. This is reassessing me. It's doing something for me just as much as it's doing something for you, I hope. If it's not, hey, I can't get everybody. But if it does for whoever, then like really process this information and think and like just rewrite or just do something to like get these feelings and thoughts out, because I think somewhere within it there's some guided information coming from your subconscious, coming from your higher self, which is your subconscious. There's no cups here, but for some reason these cauldrons feel like cups, especially in this deck. We have so many reverse cauldrons. Actually 3 reverse cauldrons. The High Priestess, the Ace of Wands, and the Death card. They all have reverse cauldrons. And then guess what? We have the reverse King of Cups. And I only brought all that together because I kept looking at him. Oh yeah, his his dang-a-lang is out. Whoa, dang-a-lang. Okay, his ding. Anyway, I saw the King of Cups in reverse, and I didn't even want to talk about him because I don't see any. Oh, we have the king, bro. We got the King of Cups in reverse, but right underneath him, we have the Ace. The King of Swords. Talk about mind and heart. You need to get you need to get that passion back. I think you're losing momentum, or you're losing the passion or the drive or the joy in doing what you do. So you need to get back to who you are, and I think you're doing that. You just need to stay focused. Focus. And reel everything back in. And continue doing the progress. Keep moving forward past this moon. Because past the moon is past the portal. And past the portal is to transformation. And past true transformation is this. That opposite feeling. From this to this. Look at that. Black and whiteness. Alright. I pulled it this morning. I used this oracle deck to finish my reading in the morning, and And I don't use this deck hardly ever, but I decided to. And what I said just now is what I said earlier, because I was recording the video for myself. It was a reading for, I did a reading for myself. Anyway. And the freaking cards, the artist, this is the Art Tarot. So they're Art Oracle. So they're artists. Each card is like a artist. I'm just gonna pull one. It says Jean Cockatoo, and it has the image of the artist, a little clip of their kind of style of art in the background, and then a quick little thing down here, which mean, where is it? Where is it? Here. Like each card has 3 symbols. The spiral, which means life, a life quote, I guess. I can't remember. The pencil, which is what you should do. And then the eye for inspiration. I can't remember exactly how, but oh, for example, okay, like Jean. Let's look at Jean. Where is he? Jean Cockatoo. He has the 3 symbols here. The first one is about life. So it says the story only seems one-sided. In life, the story only seems one-sided. Of course, because you're living your life and you are the viewer of what you're literally manifesting, subconsciously and consciously. So that's, yes. The next one is the pencil, which is work. There's no such thing as a happy ending. Like I said, I don't know how that relates to work. So the Art Oracle cards offer advice drawn from 3 key elements in the artist's lives. Choose a card to consult the Art Oracle and change your life, change your work, and change your inspiration. Okay. Then the inspirational thing is find your future in the past. Find your future in the past. That's funny that I'm reading this particular one. For me, because it relates to the, I'm telling you, all day today, all day, the synchronicities. There's no such thing as a happy ending, and find your future in the past. And this is the, finding your future in the past, that's this, man. That's this kind of work. These colors look good. Find your future in your past. There's never a happy ending. There's no such thing as a happy ending. And then the story only seems one-sided. Okay. Cool, cool. So that was that. Now we're gonna let something come out. I kind of just pulled that and it kind of fit nicely. But let's see. What other Art Oracle card wants to come out? Oh, like I was saying, so I'm gonna shuffle while I say that. This morning I said what I said about not having used this deck in a long time. And the 3 cards that came out, the first 2 were my actual favorite artists. Georgia O'Keeffe, since elementary, literally, since elementary, Georgia O'Keeffe has been, like, I'm surprised I don't have her artwork. Or the second artist that I'm like, since forever. Since the very first time I saw the kiss in a fucking book at school. I think it was elementary too. And never knowing what that was, I just liked the image. And then getting older and finding out who it was and what it meant. And oh my god, buying my first tarot deck was Gustav Klemt's Golden Tarot that I bought like in high school. And that was like my only tarot deck that I used for like ever until, you know, my 30s, where I finally bought a second But anyway, so yeah, Georgia O'Keeffe and Gustav Klimt both popped out, and I was like, oh shit, that's amazing. And then the third one was an artist I didn't know, but it had to do with like Greek mythology kind of stuff, and I was like, that's right up my alley. Like, I fucking love Greek mythology, Renaissance art, especially Greek mythology or Rome, like that kind of, gods and goddesses and the nudity and the poetry within the art. Like, ugh, I fucking love it. The silk flowing everywhere, the hair, the way they lounge around. Oh my god, I love it all. I love it all. I love that. So I was like, I guess I gotta look up this Titan. What's his name? Titan. I gotta look up Titan's work because that little piece that was on the card was really nice. So I'm curious. I haven't though yet because I went to. Okay, one just fell out, and it's Paul Gauguin, and his art looks interesting. They're all self-portraits. I'm just realizing that. Of the artist. Now, this isn't their actual self-portrait, but I think the creator of this deck created like self-portraits for them. For all the artists within their art. I think that's cool. Now, down below it says, for his life, it says, go far to go far. That is it right there. Oh my gosh. My ear started itching. That's it right there. Go far to go far. That is the reason to keep going. That is the momentum that you really need to like hone in on. Go far to go far. What's the point? That's the point. Next is work. It says, exaggerate the subtle, share the unseen. Exaggerate the subtle, share the unseen. Share the unseen. Yeah, share the unseen. This is the unseen. This is the unseen that nobody's seen because somebody said nobody wants to see that. You don't want to show that. No, you shouldn't. Nobody's gonna like you if you show that. Don't be like that. Nobody's gonna like you. Whoever's talking, whoever spoke that onto you and created this little demon inside of you can go fuck off. 1. 2, this is the little monster you need to bring out. It reminds me of that Lady Gaga song. Not song, but like it's related to Lady Gaga because she talks about she refers to her fans as little monsters. I don't know where we went, but and then last but not least we have inspiration. It says only an outsider sees inward. Yes. Like I was saying, like sometimes I just want to like abandon ship and be like these humdrum motherfuckers. They're not motherfuckers, okay? To each their own on their journey. But sometimes I just want to like, forfeit the growth battle and go to, and be like this humdrum, unconscious person and just live my life as such. But I'm an outsider from that. I'm an outsider to society and everything that was programmed for us to like grow and be. Like I'm not anything like that. I'm not even a female. Even though I am one. I'm a beautiful one. But like I like to bend my gender for fun, not because I'm a lesbian or I'm bisexual. I just like it. I like to play on my masculine and I like to play on my feminine, and sometimes both. I don't like structure. I don't like gender roles. I don't like a lot of things that I was brought up to like. That already makes me an outsider. That is honestly what... Wrong arm. That is honestly why I got this tattoo. Yes, it is the Misfits from the punk band, but it's also the Phantom Ghoul, which is what the Misfits took it from. But I got it because it was a symbol. One, I like skulls. I've always liked skulls. The Misfits skull was introduced to me from my first boyfriend, so I thank him for that. And I think he thinks I got this for him. I didn't. The one I got on my back was for him. But this one, this one is a symbol to me when I see it. And sometimes I forget I even have it because I have it in a way where it's just out of my view. I can't, like right now, I can't see. I just see a little black right here. But it's far, because I don't like to see my tattoos. Anyway, I'm trailing off. But part of the reason why I got this skull was because I felt like a misfit in this world. It's me stamping myself as a misfit. Not a Misfit fan, even though I fucking love the Misfits. But it's more for me saying like, this is my stamp of honor. I am a misfit. I am an outsider. And that's just, and this whole thing, only an outsider sees inward. Because as outsiders, we are naturally drawn to growth, to evolve, to understand, to become more within ourselves. Because like, what else do we have besides that, you know? We can't, to deny a certain way of life naturally gravitates you to this way of life. You could be left or right, whatever. I don't know if there's only two, but I know if you don't go this way, then this becomes the path. I guess there's a third, but the third feels very like, I don't know, it feels very empty. I don't know, the third feels like too gray. And I think when it's too gray, there's no growth at all. It's like close to death, almost. And I mean literal death. I was just thinking about something. But anyway, yeah. Cool. So go far to go far. Exaggerate the subtle, share the unseen. Exaggerate the subtle. Aww. It's like really live proudly within yourself. Because of the reading that we're having, I'm associating that line to what the reading was talking about. Share the unseen. Only an outsider sees inward. Let's get one more artist on the board. These cards are hitting today. These cards are hitting. Who else wants to talk? Who else wants to talk? Okay, we got a slider. Titan. That's him. That's Titan. That's so cool. All right, go viral, not bacterial is his life, because I read in the thing. It has a little paragraph about the artist, nothing more, but it said he pushed the envelope with a lot of things when it came to the style of art, like a lot of artists do. And then he finally died by a viral bacteria. He was struggling with like side effects from a plague, and it finally got him. That's why his thing is go viral, not bacterial. And then his work is a flattered client is a repeated client. And then the last one, his inspiration is your personality can be as colorful as your canvas. Your personality can be as colorful as your canvas. and an empty canvas is endless possibility. So imagination. I know we read something about imagination and to be careful of your imagination. I just can't remember what card I was reading that from. So you're just gonna have to like find it somewhere where I was reading. But yeah. Okay. I just got the devices low on disk space, so I'm gonna end it here because I don't want this shit to fucking just cut off on me and I lose all this really good juicy reading for you guys. Alright, until the next time, happy new moon in Taurus. It is now Wednesday. I will read it before I go. In my Moonology calendar, Wednesday is the new moon in Taurus. So, yeah. But on here it says LA May 7th, so it really was yesterday. But for other parts of the world, it's today. It says Happy New Moon Day. This time, the new moon is in Taurus, a sign that's potentially very cashed up. Set some intentions about how to make money you need for the life you want. This time, the new moon is in Taurus, a sign that's potentially very cashed up. Set some intention about how to make the money you need for the life you want. Okay. Alright guys, have a beautiful rest of your morning, evening, afternoon, and I'll catch you on the next one. Don't know when the next one will be, but I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.